started. Lions going to sub in, I believe, for Mr. Pink, or maybe that is Mr. Pink, just with a new Steam name. Who knows?
No, that is Kuko Lion, their other team member. It looks like they swapped out Mr. Pink for Kuko. He's another good offensive player, so hopefully we can see them put up a nice offensive push against Team Afterburner.
Absolutely. Really excited to see what Porkchop Express are going to be able to do here. They played a very good game in game 1 as Cougar takes down Priest there. That was really nice. The guy is going to try to get a nice setup pass there, and that will be Lion getting the first blood goal for Porkchop Express. Coming in hot and on fire.
You know, I really do feel like the demo did help set up that play right there. A little bit of chaos and confusion on Team Afterbird's side, allowing Porkchop Express to set up that great pass and great goal. Well done right there.
Absolutely. We'll see how long it takes for Afterburner to come up with a response to that first opening goal. I don't think it's going to take them very long. But Cougar taking down Priest again. As Priest gets sent to the bench for a couple of seconds, but comes back, goes up over the wall. But they're still playing a little bit defensively here.
They are, and it is interesting. They unfortunately, Team Afterburner unfortunately was not able to get their regular third player, so they do have their alternate player in tonight, and so it might be an issue that they are still trying to warm up, get used to their play style, because they don't normally have Priest in their games. And with Porkchop coming off that great win against our 0404, they are definitely warmed up and ready to go. So they may be taking advantage of their still cold play right now. So.
Absolutely, as Cougar gets that boost stolen from right underneath him. Rexless is doing a pretty good job trying to stay defensively here, but so far Afterburner has not really been allowed to make any offensive plays here. But as soon as I start talking about Original G, passes it over to Priest, but a good interrupt there by Cougar.
And as we get word from our producer, and it was all yellow.
Thanks Yakubescu. Appreciate it. Dalavine, Green Leader literally just explained where Priest came from. Might want to do it again because Dalavine doesn't listen. He just listens when he wants to.
Yes, Priest is a I'm trying to think of he's a fellow friend of Original G and mine, and Priest is their secondary or their alternate player whenever they are missing out on one of their other players. So he's right now filling in for Critically Numb, and yeah, so hopefully they can play fairly well. But I mean, so far Porkchop Express has really been taking it to Team Afterburner tonight.
Absolutely.
Already up 3 goals, 2 minutes in.
Well, 2 goals.
As I say that.
But yes, it will take a little bit for Afterburner probably to warm up, but not that long, as Priest is going to be able to make his debut, well, not his debut goal, but as far as Dalavine is concerned, I guess, his first goal.
Yeah, great little shot. Good job to clear out the defense by Original G. I believe he got the demo, or maybe he just bumped somebody out the way, but definitely opened up the goal for Priest to come in and make that shot.
Ooh, that was really dangerous there. Rexless could have tried and maybe forced that one in if he really wanted to, but I think he made the right decision to try to stay back a little bit. Oh my goodness, Original G styling on Porkchop Express.
Yeah, so they were looking a little defensive here. I'm not sure what was happening other than just maybe Cougar just hesitating a little bit too much. With this team, you really got to go, and unfortunately, he hesitated just long enough for Original G to come in and get that great goal.
Absolutely. So good job by Original D. Rexless going to go up into the air, tries to center it for his team, doesn't quite move the ball forward that much. MacGyver gets that nice clear there, stops a little bit of the rotation there, and that's pretty important to try to get in the way of those defensive rotations.
100%. You definitely want to get in the way, prevent them from making any of those clears or making any of those offensive pushes. Dangerous.
That was such a good save there from Original G, stopping that one from going in at the last second there. Good shot coming out of Porkchop Express, and another save. Cougar, his second savior medal of the night in 2 back-to-back series. Impressive.
Yeah, he's been putting in some work, particularly this game. Yeah, he's been doing a good job of setting up the save, and then Kuko and MacGyver working very hard to get the clears for those saves. I think they've been doing a great job of handling the offensive onslaught that is normally Team Afterburner.
Definitely. Normally, Team Afterburner. Cougar takes out Original G. Kuko's going to continue to put this one over the wall there, but Rex Celeste shoots a laser beam and gets it over everybody. I don't even know how that one went in. I need to see the replay to make sense of that shot.
Oh, amazing wall shot right here. I mean, you don't see these go in very often, but when they do, they are so pretty. And just unfortunately, he hit that with so much speed. Both Cougar and Kuko Lion was not able to get up in time to get the save.
And it is now 3-0. And if you are Porkchop Express, oh, that's dangerous. But it hits the crossbar again, as unfortunately Rex Celeste wasn't able to bring that one down just a little bit more, but definitely could have capitalized there. MacGyver going to try to set this one up over the wall, but Rex Celeste reaching up for that one and going to put that one back into the corner there. Cougar gets a nice cross, but no one's going to be able to get capitalize on that one, and it's cleared by Afterburner. But so far, 40 seconds left. We are in a deadlock here, Green Leader. Who is going to be able to break out of this one? I would love to find out.
You know, I think it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to who's going to make the first major mistake. And I think both teams have some great potential to win this game. We'll just have to see who's going to make the bigger mistake.
Absolutely. So with the last few seconds, 15 seconds left here on the clock, we could go into overtime here in game one unless somebody somewhere breaks the deadlock here. Pressure is being put on the wall. The ball goes up and over the wall. Kuko Lion comes in, and with a nice shot from his wheel, it's going to be able to angle that one in with 3 seconds left. Porkchop Express take back the lead.
That's a great shot. Great pass from MacGyver off the corner. And then Kuko Lion coming in to make that great shot. I mean, just well played by Porkchop Express there.
Absolutely. 2 seconds left. If Afterburner, looks like they're just going to let this one go down. And we're going to go to game 2 as Porkchop Express come in at the last second. And they are able to take away game 1 from Afterburner, making those gods bleed a little bit, you know?
Yeah, they were doing very well. And, you know, Team Afterburner did a great job to come back from a 3-0 loss, potentially preventing that 3-0 loss. But unfortunately, just Porkchop Express was able to take advantage of, you know, the mistake on Team Afterburner and was able to get that win. Well done.
So are we doing a server switch on this one, or
we are doing it? We are exactly doing a server switch.
Okay.
Team Afterburner is an East Coast team. Porkchop is a West Coast team. So in order to try and keep things fair, we're going to switch every game. So everybody out of the pool, and we will set up the East
Coast
server.
game. So we saw a lot of shots coming out of Afterburner, but I think that just kind of goes to show that despite all those shots, they still didn't quite connect on any of those.
Mm-hmm.
First the IC, then Yacht. How's it going, man? Love to see ya.
How's it going, Icy? Hope you guys are ready for your match tonight.
I think it's definitely going to be a pretty fun one here, but we are going to get the next game set up here on the East Coast side to give a little bit of the advantage over to Afterburner.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that game 1 was, you know, it was really, really close. Afterburner did a very good job of coming back from a 2-goal deficit, I think, for a majority of that match. And
3-goal deficit, 3-0. Porkchop Express was able to get up 3-0 on Team Afterburner, and as you said, they did a great job of being able to equalize that. And it really came down to that last second goal from Porkchop Express to take the win there.
Absolutely. So we'll definitely see if Afterburner is Yagabet. Apparently, I'm not even allowed to say it, Green Leader.
Doing all right? You gotta be careful with those goldfish.
I'm okay. Yakubescu in the background, just a little sad that Icy Hot doesn't say hello. So
Yeah.
Icy, why don't you say hello to our beautiful guy behind the curtain who gets easily offended when nobody mentions him.
It is true. Very, very true. But it looks like we're getting both teams in. We got Kuko, we got Cougar, and we got... oh, looks like we are missing somebody. Oh, no, MacGyver's in. So everybody's in. We should head back over to the field.
I am everyone's favorite caster.
That's what you like to think. All right.
It looks like we are just about ready to get set up for game 2.
Come here, Riley.
As I hope that we're over at the game.
I think we are at this point.
There we are.
And it looks like first touch will go to Afterburner. Riley says hello too. He's currently on my lap. Icy Hot. His favorite place in the entire apartment. But a pretty good start here so far for Porkchop Express with the first win of the series. As Kuko Lion is going to do a nice long clear there.
Yeah, being up 1-0 in the first series against Team Afterburner is definitely a nice position to be in. But they shouldn't get too comfortable because, I mean, they could very easily take that back and equalize it. So they're definitely going to stay on their toes.
Absolutely. So Afterburner, it looks like they had a little bit of an opportunity to warm up after game 1. So I'm thinking that they're definitely going to look to be more on point, a little faster in those rotations than they were in game 1. So it'll be up to Porkchop Express to see if they can stand the heat. As so far, they're able to for now.
I'm seeing some good play from both teams, but I am seeing a few more errors from Porkchop Express. They're going to need to try and tamp that down and try and get their rotations back on point as they were last game.
All right, there's your pity vote there, Yakubescu, by the way. Now get back behind the curtain. Okay, so
Thank
here
you,
we are.
Icy.
I said get back in the curtain. Thank you. All right, so let's get back into the game here, Green Leader. But yeah, so far scoreless, and we are getting pretty close to the 2-minute mark. And as soon as I say that, it gets really, really close to being the first score of the game. Caster's curse and all.
That's usually how it works, right?
Oh yeah, very, very much so. But yeah, so far these guys are still, you know, despite both teams making, you know, some mistakes here and there, none of them are really able to capitalize on those.
I am seeing it up in Afterburner's half quite a lot. It looks like the server change has not really affected Porkchop Express as much, which is good for them. Maybe not as good for Team Afterburner, but this could be the goal.
Oh my goodness, just sneaks right in there. Like when Riley tries to sneak food off of the table, just like inches in there despite their best efforts to try to get this one out of the way. But Priest is finally able to break the deadlock there 2.5 minutes into the game.
That's one great lob shot, and they are definitely some of the most dangerous shots to deal with because they are so tricky to read.
Absolutely. So now it is up to Afterburner to see if they're able to keep this lead. Doesn't look like it's going to last very long as MacGyver's going to sneak this one right underneath them.
Wow, that is such a great self-pass there from MacGyver. Just barely kicking it off the wall and being able to go in and accept his own pass and knock it in before Rex could even clear it.
Absolutely. Now we are 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. We are back where we started. Maybe not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think someone else needs to be a shoutcaster. I fire myself, darn it.
It's caster curse mixed with one of those weird phenomenons where first half of the game is scoreless and then the next half of the game is just everybody just taking shots and making goals.
In a span of 30 seconds, we have 3 goals scored already. And Afterburner are able to put themselves back into the lead again. And Porkchop Express doing what they can to try to stay competitive in this one. They're doing pretty well so far. What do you think, Green Leader?
I think they're doing a great job. They have done very well to meet pretty much all of
Oh
Afterburner's
my goodness!
offense right there. As you can see, Cougar doing a great job, not only taking the shot, but clearing out one of the defenders. I mean, preventing them from even being able to get back, launching them across the field, and just sending that ball right into the bottom corner. Great performance there by Cougar.
Absolutely. So Porkchop Express doing very well at keeping themselves into this game here against arguably one of the best teams in the division so far. Yes, Afterburner are not playing with their normal squad, but then again, neither is Porkchop Express. They had to sub out Mr. Pink, or maybe Kuko is actually their regular and Mr. Pink was their sub.
So, just a little team history here. MacGyver is actually technically the sub. He's the alternate player. The regular team is Cougar, Kuko Lion, and Mr. Pink. And about halfway through the season, MacGyver started to come in and started making more of a permanent role of playing. So they've done pretty well, but they've played with each other a lot. Whereas in the case of Priest and Team Afterburner, he is more of a I think he's only played 2 games in the season with Team Afterburner.
But he's certainly making an impression, as Priest is actually the lead goal scorer for Team Afterburner so far this series.
Yeah, he's done a great job setting up some great shots and really doing a good job reading the defense right there. Just sending that ball flying right into goal as Porkchop Express, unfortunately, teed up that shot perfectly for him.
Absolutely, but MacGyver doing equally as well as Mr. Priest. Getting that self-pass again. I just saw your jaw drop there, Green Leader.
Yes, my jaw dropped because I was not expecting that. If you noticed, just on the replay, Priest was able to try and make an attempt at clearing that, stopping the attack. But unfortunately, he just had an unlucky touch, ended up sending that back and centering it for MacGyver to come in and take that shot.
Absolutely. So we are back tied again. 30 seconds left. Definitely a stark contrast to the previous game. Oh, what a save from Rexilus that coming in there. Porkchop Express did a very good set play there, but Rexilus interrupts that one perfectly. And oh my goodness, the counterattack was beautiful.
This is, this goes to my point. Some of the most dangerous times are normally kickoffs and counterattacks, and Team Afterburner just showed it right here with the setup from Original G and finishing it by Rex Celeste. I mean, you have to be so careful when you make your offensive push, because you never quite know if they're gonna come out with a great counterattack just like that.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Somebody keep a lead for longer than just a few seconds.
What
That's
is
a very
happening?
quiet 2.5 minute start. The last 2.5 minutes had just been nothing but back and forth trading, as these two titans are just going blow to blow with each other.
Man, this game has been absolutely insane. Just watching this back and forth in the last half of this game, I would not have expected a 4-4 score line in this game with the way the first half went.
Absolutely, and we are at our second overtime game of the night here. Second one for, oh my gosh, they're going to be able to get the kickoff cheese. They almost got it, but this time Afterburner were able to read it, but not for very long, as Google Lion sneaks the last goal in and wins it for Porkchop Express.
Just amazing work by Porkchop Express. And, an unfortunate, very close defense right there. And, he just hit it right at the one spot where they would all be unfortunately too slow to get to. I mean, just good placement, good shot placement by Porkchop Express, and particularly by Kuko Lion in that last second shot right there. And yes, we are going to be switching to West.
Back to the West Coast we go.
So back
It
to the
looks like
West Coast.
Porkchop Express might actually be poised to take the first series and do the impossible, and that is send Afterburner to the loser bracket.
That is correct. I mean, it's not often you see this, but, it would be amazing if it did happen. I mean, such an amazing upset would this be if this were to happen. Let us go to this one. There we go.
So
And
we're
also,
stay on East Coast, actually, Green Leader, before you get
we are. Oh, okay, okay. We are gonna stay on East Coast. Okay.
The man behind the curtain has demanded that we stay on the East Coast. Hey, Riley.
He has spoken.
Ugh.
He has spoken. Also, the man behind the curtain did let me know that he has been informed that Pink is actually the sub, not MacGyver. So he must have just subbed the first couple weeks. And so the actual main team is, in fact, Cougar, Kuko Lion, and MacGyver. So right now, Porkchop Express does actually have their main team in, while Team Afterburner is actually down a man and playing with their alternate player.
All right, Riley. You've had enough lap time for today. Time for you to go back. Go. Sit. Be good. So, we're going to get the next game here set up, and we're just going to stare at this beautiful pre-game lobby screen, I guess, for just a little bit longer. Who knows? Man behind the curtain fell asleep.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I'll take care of you later, Riley. I'm busy. Go away. Nope. Okay. I just have to pretend he doesn't exist.
Yes, we are, in fact, on screen right now. Just FYI.
You've been sitting on my lap all night, Riley. He's giving me the most ridiculous. Like, how could you do this to me? It's adorable. I love it. All right.
Okay, everybody back out. Everybody back out.
Somebody joined, huh?
Somebody jumped the gun. We understand.
Oh, boy.
It happens.
Yeah, all right, fine, Riley. Get back here. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, you can't tell he was excited,
Try this
huh,
again.
guys?
Unfortunately, Yakubescu, you're going to have to back out as well.
Back the heck out. That's right, Delavine. Delavine just melted. Aw.
Yeah, it happens.
Absolutely. Well, it's his favorite spot. He doesn't like it when I kick him off.
There's Yakubescu. Okay, so perfect. We got the production team in here. Now we need Porkchop Express and Team Afterburner.
You guys want to see a close up of the doggy snout?
Aw, she's adorable.
He's adorable, yes.
He's adorable. Sorry.
All right, so this is your new caster, Riley. He does not know anything about Rocket League. He also doesn't know how to cast, but he knows how to be somewhat pretty for a camera. All right.
Okay, so we have. Looks like we've got Team Afterburner. We're just waiting on Porkchop Express.
Porkchop Express, not Pineapple Express.
Yes, not Pineapple
Best
Express.
Boy. Yep, you're right, Dalavine. He's the best caster. I don't know what his dealio is. He's just got a little bit too much energy. He need to go outside again, huh? Yeah.
He is adorable though. What type of puppy is he? I'm curious.
He is a rat terrier.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
He's very cute.
Put my hat closer to the camera. Oh, it's here. There you go, Delavine. Can you see it? Can you see? There.
Okay, so it looks like everybody is back in. If we can switch back over to the field, we will be ready to go. Ooh, and speaking of which, who is excited for Smash Brothers League? That is going to be one of the new leagues coming up in the fall season. So be sure to keep an eye out for registration to open in the Discord for that.
Oh, and I mean, Porkchop Express is doing what they do best, and that is getting those early second goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, those backboards are very dangerous. You got to clear them out quickly, and unfortunately, Porkchop Express doing a great job of taking advantage of the lack of clear.
Okay, thanks for the heads up there, Mr. Producer Man. I had no idea that the dog on his exit hit my mic and made it move a little bit too far away. So that's an oopsie there, but hey, you know what? We're back and at it again. 30 seconds in, and already Porkchop Express definitely looking like they are eager and ready to send Afterburner to the loser bracket.
Yeah, you're up 2-0 against Team Afterburner. You're in the position you want to be in. They are very dangerous. They still have the potential to come back, possibly with a reverse sweep. So they're going to have to try and keep at it, keep on their toes, and not allow Afterburner to take any advantage for anything.
Absolutely. Speaking of trying not to take their advantage, they're definitely playing a defensive game right now, while at the same time putting up a pretty good offensive play as well. Cougar doesn't quite get the touch that he wanted to there, but he was definitely waiting for a weak clear to come out of Afterburner, and still doing so again as Kuko Lion is also in the backfield. So you could definitely see Porkchop Express deciding to play, hey, you know what? We got a goal. We've been able to do it last game. Let's see if we can't do it again, and try to get into the heads of Afterburner by playing a really mean defensive game.
Yeah, definitely being over-aggressive can definitely throw off another team, particularly if you're not used to having to deal with an over-aggressive team. So, yeah, I'm 100% sure that this is potentially throwing off Team Afterburner, and they're going to have to try and figure out some way to deal with it.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to try to get the center there, but there are 3 members of Porkchop Express just waiting in that goal. They definitely do not want anything sneaking by them, but now will be Afterburner with a little bit of room to breathe here, as now the ball is still on Porkchop Express's side of the field there. Rexless going to try and set it up. Instead takes out Cougar, but it'll be MacGyver running this one up over towards the wall, and a good clear from him. And that'll be a defensive reset there, as that was a little miscommunication there, as a couple of members of Afterburner bumped each other in front of that goal there, but...
Yeah, definitely a dangerous play there. Dangerous counterattack from the Porkchop Express after the demo against Porkchop Express. So they are definitely coming back in, trying to take one back as MacGyver just demos Original G.
Good stop there from Cougar, actually, to get rid of his momentum in the middle of the air there. But Priest sees the open net, and you cannot have that happen if you're going up against a team like Afterburner.
Yeah, it's such a great read by Priest. He saw him coming in, he saw the chance that he had, and he'd be able to beat him there to the ball, and he went for it, and it paid off for him.
Absolutely. So once again, Green Leader, we are tied. But Cougar with the and there we go. Good save from Rex Celeste, as Porkchop trying to do the Porkchop special and get those really cheeky kickoff goals there, but it looks like Afterburner more much like they were able to against 404.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that they're going to need to focus on, preventing any and all of those kickoff goals, because they are very dangerous on the kickoff.
Speaking of being very dangerous, MacGyver takes out Priest there on the defensive backline. Priest just respawned back in. It's only a couple of seconds when a demolition hits you. It looks like Priest is going to try and ride this one over the wall. Doesn't quite connect with it. And instead it will be MacGyver. Tries to get it over one, but gets demoed. And Rexless is going to be able to get the nice clear, but Cougar keeping pressure on Afterburner. But they need to get another goal if any of this pressure is going to pay off. They're trying their best to get into their faces of this defensive line of Afterburner. Oh, Coco just barely missed that one, but Cougar didn't miss that one. But Rexless gets himself the savior medal, passes it over to Priest, but Kuko Lion going to be back in time just to put a stop to that one. Original G gets it over one. Can he get it over the other one? No. Cougar is going to be able to get this one back over the wall. Going to keep this attack alive. Can he get the pass over? Sets it up for his team, but Rexless more than ready for that one. Goes up into the air. MacGyver as well, but both players missed that one. It's up to Kuko Lion to stop to it, but Priest instead is going to put the long clear back onto the side of Porkchop Express. And so far, still tied with 30 seconds left, Green Leader.
This has been a very interesting, last half of the of this third game here. Both teams fighting really hard to win here. I mean, Porkchop Express potentially ending the series right here, sending Afterburner down to the losers bracket. Afterburner fighting desperately to stay in this match. And at this point, both teams are playing some of their best, and it's going to be a matter of seeing who is going to actually make the mistake first.
Absolutely. With a couple seconds left, we might go into our second overtime, and yes, we will. So we'll see if Porkchop Express are going to be able to get their signature goal here. Will Afterburner, in fact, be able to turn the tables on Porkchop Express? Looks like the answer is going to be no for right now. Ball still on the side of Afterburner. MacGyver waiting in the rear for that one. Goes up for that one. Tries to center it for one of his teammates. Instead, it will be Kuko Lion trying to get the clear there, but a good stop there by Original G. And what a shot from Priest And there is your answer, Green Leader. Afterburner are not quite ready to go silently into the night just yet.
They said we are not done with this series yet, as they put in that overtime goal to win Game 3. Series is now 3-2. 2-1. Porkchop Express up by 1. Still potentially Game 4. Porkchop could end it right there. So we'll have to see how things go moving forward. And I think we're gonna have to switch servers again as we switch over to the West servers, because we played this one on East. I think that was partially because of the 2-1 situation, or 2-0 situation.
Yeah,
yep.
2-0 situation. So we kept it on East to give Afterburner a little bit of a chance to try and not get just ruined on a server on what could have been their last game.
Right.
Now, however, with them having won that game, they will instead be on the West Coast now. So it is still Porkchop Express's game to lose here.
Yeah, they, particularly with it being West, they should have had 1-3. Okay, yeah.
That's technically production's fault.
Yeah, I was gonna go West, and then somebody said East, so I wasn't gonna bring it up, but okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Hold on. The match is up. I'm not sure if they are in yet. No, they are not. Cougar and Original G. There he is. Okay. So yeah, it looks like Afterburner's in. We're just waiting on Porkchop Express. So
while
yeah.
we're waiting on Porkchop Express, why don't you tell me about your thoughts on that last game? I mean, these two games actually have been pretty close.
They've been very close. Both teams doing a great job with their offensive push. Both teams doing a great job trying to prevent the other team and stopping any offensive pushes on their side. That's why there was so much time spent in the middle of the field itself. A lot of back and forth between both of these players, or both teams, I should say. So really excellently played by both teams that last game. I'm not sure what else I could say to improve. I mean, both teams could use a little quicker rotations. Both teams could use a little less whiffs and a little less mistakes. But I mean, you're going to get that in almost every matchup. So it's just a matter of getting everybody together and getting on point and hopefully setting up some nice plays.
Definitely. I think it comes down to, you're absolutely right. At this point, both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. So it's going to come down to who makes the mistake first and who's able to capitalize on those mistakes before the other team is. So I'm definitely curious to see how that shakes up here, as Afterburner still need to win one more to bring this to a Game 5 and possibly come in with that reverse sweep. However, it is all up to Porkchop Express here. Oh my goodness, Priest, how could you do this to him? Sneaks it right over. I believe that was Cougar? No, Cuckoo Lion.
Cuckoo Lion, yeah. Such a great flick there from Priest, just barely knocking it over Cuckoo Lion, who I don't think he was expecting that last second touch just to send it into goal. Great play by Priest there.
Absolutely, Priest definitely coming in so hot. Oh my goodness. Back to back, Priest, please.
I think Priest is not done with his match. He wants to keep things going, and so he's worked hard. He's set up two very nice, very quick goals. Yeah, we'll just have to see how things go.
And with Afterburner playing the way that they usually do, it might be very difficult for them to be able to get those two goals back, as Priest was just able to, make magic happen essentially in the first 30 seconds. But it is still 4 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time for Porkchop Express to try and set something up here, but Afterburner are definitely not going to make it easy. Look at that, just two members waiting for that ball as it just floats towards them. Trying to put a stop here. Cougar does have a shot. Is he going to be able to get there? Great job by Rex Celeste with that backflip there. Doesn't miss that one. Doesn't get a Fields backflip, man. Rexless trying to center this one for the rest of his team here. Google Lion continuing to keep the dream and the hopes alive. Original G getting away from one. Can they get it away from more? Google Lion tries to get it past Priest. He is successful, but not for very long, as there's still plenty of pressure being put onto Afterburner here. Porkchop Express really want this goal. Are they going to be able to get it? Can MacGyver get it in now? MacGyver doesn't quite get the speed that he wanted to be able to get that one, and it will be Afterburner surviving for now. But how long is that going to take, Green Leader?
You know, I don't know. And with, wow, setting up the 3, great read off the backboard there. Those are definitely the most dangerous shots right there. Man, such a great read. He even set it up off the backboard himself. So, I mean, that's really a good play by Priest. He's really shined this series.
Absolutely, 3 goals for Priest, a hat trick, in just over 1.5 minutes in game number 4. Porkchop Express looking a little flustered here, Green Leader.
Yeah, it's you know, it's rough when you've had such a dominant position, or at least being able to meet the challenge of Team Afterburner for so long with, you know, the first 3 games, and now all of a sudden here comes Priest just knocking away 3 goals very quickly.
Absolutely, and Afterburner doing exactly what they need to on the defensive here. Cougar doesn't quite get the touch he wanted to there. Just misjudges the path of that ball just a little bit there. Cougar takes down Rexless in the back line. Oh no, that's an oops.
You hate to see that. You hate to see that. You saw it coming in. And I could read it. You know, I'm sure he was happy. He thought he was going to get there to boom it out of there, and unfortunately just side flipped and sent it into his own goal. It's unfortunate.
I mean, Priest just wants to score goals, man. It doesn't matter who he scores goals for. He just wants to pad that stat block there.
Exactly. You know, sometimes you got to make your own goals.
But it is going to be now a momentum shift for Porkchop Express. So you have to wonder, yes, Priest is on fire right now, but Priest just lit the fire for Porkchop Express as well.
Yeah, that one goal was definitely that ray of hope that they needed, and I think they were able to come back very quickly for that very quick second goal. They are definitely back in this one, and hopefully we can see them equalize it and possibly even take it.
That's definitely going to be the question here. Oh, they try to set that one up for, I believe that was Priest, but unfortunately just flies a little bit over Rexless. Not quite able to get the setup there. Neither actually is Kuko Lion, as Cougar is going to try to keep this one. But Priest is going to send this one downfield. MacGyver, great save coming in, preventing Priest's technically 5th goal. We'll call it 5, sure.
I will definitely call that 5.
We'll see what happens here as Porkchop Express doing what they can to stay in this. Priest doing what he can to be a constant thorn in their side as well. Really close, Green Leader, but definitely coming down to who makes those mistakes first and who's able to capitalize on them, just like we were talking about here. Maybe it's going to be another one. No, looks like they will be able to get the save there, as that was really close to being the 4th goal for Afterburner. 1 minute left. Can Rexless get the double touch there? Doesn't quite get the double touch or the dunk, as Cougar's going to be able to send this one over. But still a lot of pressure coming out of Afterburner. Coco tries to set this one up for MacGyver. Doesn't quite get the touch there. Original G continuing to put pressure on. Misses the boost, but I don't think he really wanted it there, and that's fine. Cougar continuing to try to keep this one over the wall, away from the rest of their team. Gets in the way. Cougar Lion's going to try to ride this one over the wall, but that will be Afterburner putting a stop to that one. 1 minute left. MacGyver keeping the ball centered if he can, but Rexless doing very well defensively here. Cougar Lion as well, doing a great setup, and that will be Cougar coming in and unleashing the power of the Mountain Cat. I almost forgot what a cougar was. But it's okay. I got back.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's accurate. Unleashing the power of the cougar with that great read from the pass from Kuko Lion. Just launching that into goal. There's really not much Afterburner could have done there beyond just, preventing that pass to begin with.
Absolutely. 40 seconds left. We are tied up here in this game, Green Leader. We could not have asked for a closer series here. I think whoever moves on in the winner bracket definitely deserves to be there, whether that be Afterburner or whether it be Porkchop Express. Both teams playing extremely well.
Both teams have played very well. You know, both teams on their game. You know, first game was definitely a little rough for Team Afterburner.
Oh, there's the cross,
Oh
and
my
there
gosh.
it is. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but that was a great pass from Kuko Lion, sending it up for his other cat. It's just a team of cats. Why are they called pork chops? They should just be Cat Express or something.
Yeah, it should be Lion Express.
Something
Or
like
Feline,
that, yeah.
Feline Express. There
Hey,
we go.
yeah, there you go. Feline Chop Express, who knows?
Yeah.
But with 5 seconds left, Afterburner have to make something happen here, or they will be sent to the losers bracket. Is it gonna happen? Is the ball gonna touch the ground? It's still up and into the air. It's still very much alive, but there it is, and that will be Porkchop Express doing the impossible, creating the upset, and sending Afterburner to the loser bracket. Congratulations.
That match was just insane. I mean, I really thought Team Afterburner was going to take it with their early lead, 3-0. And you know, Porkchop Express was, man, they did a great job of staying calm and just trying to keep themselves level-headed as they climb their way back up. I think in that second half, I mean, they did it with only the last 2 minutes left. But you look at both teams played very well. Afterburner, 2 passes for 3 goals, 7 shots. Porkchop Express, again, 2 passes for 4 goals. Again, 7 shots. Very evenly played here, and I think just Porkchop Express was able to just barely eke that win out, and they are able to win the series. Well done, Porkchop Express, and probably my favorite game of the season so far. This is just crazy.